T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Don't be afraid. Don't be ashamed. We want black power. 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 We don't have to be ashamed of it.
This is not the regular. This is that boom, blah, blah, blah. Some may call it secular. I just call it black, black, black. Marcus Garvey, Bookman-Dottie. Bring that army back, back, back. Malcolm X and Kwame Ture. This is where I'm at. If you want to talk to me about black, black, black. Haile Selassie the first. Niggas the last. Let's talk about that. Kaboom, Yanni Maroon and all the Maroons. Let's talk about that. The real Underground Railroad. The first subway for black. The freedom train begins with your brain. Get in on track. Whether justice or injustice, how do you react? Can you stand there laughing when they shoot us in the black? This is what some rappers sound like every time they rap. I'm raising up the red and the green and the black. Even with no cops in the hood, we still hear click, clack. I cannot forget my ancestors just because I rap. Look at me from top to bottom. KRS is black. Get out, speak out, reach out. This is what black about. Get out, speak out, reach out. This is what I rap about. Get out, speak out, reach out. Too many selling out. Get out, reach out, lift out. Yes, time to ask the question now. Are you really black? It is not a mystery. We under attack. If you're chatting for free, you hold our people black. Time to put aside the fantasy and deal with fact. This is not the time to be talking all that crap. Those that talk that crap, or those that don't fight back. You can say what you like for real skill. I never lack. Black is more a consciousness, the way you think and act. Yo, get out, speak out, reach out. This is what black about. Get out, speak out, reach out. This is what I rap about. Get out, speak out, reach out. Too many selling out. Get out, reach out, lift out. Get out, lights out.
We have stayed here and we fed the president. We fed the federal government. That's what we've been doing. Begging. It's time we stand up and take over. We have to do what every group in this country did. We got to take over the community where we outnumber people so we can have decent jobs, so we can have decent houses, so we can have decent roads, so we can have decent schools, so we can have decent justice.
Hotep family. Let me put my thing. Hotep family, this is your brother, your RBG brother, God Hollywood Jr. I want to say thanks for tuning in. This is another exclusive program. What's going on, Lisa? How you doing? I don't know, but it was a little bad connection for a little bit. Hey, what's up, Ricky 55? How you doing? Definitely, definitely. Much love to you too, sister. So today's topic is the conscious Oreo and the Jopok banana. Now, the reason why I named this program the conscious Oreo, um, because you have a lot of black people that claim they're conscious, and it's a lot. Like I said, I've been talking about a lot of inconsistency when it comes down to black people, a lot of hypocrisy. Now, as you can see, this black chick, this Oreo, um, I guess because she couldn't get a white man, the next lightest thing she can get is a yellow man. And basically, I realized their show is, I think her name is Mo, and the yellow man that she's married to and had a kid by, his name is Mel. So I think what got me was where you had I was sometimes I get these videos that come on my thread, and this kind of popped up, and I said, let me take a look at this. Well, give a little background about these people. The yellow man, he's from LA. He's from LA. And the black chick, she's from Brooklyn, New York. And I guess they met in military, because I think she's an army brat, and I think he's a Marine brat. So I believe they met in military. But she's hood, she's a hood chick. She got a lot of tattoos. He got a lot of tattoos. I mean, he looked like one of those. And the Jopok, what it means, Jopok means Jopok. It means Korean, what they call Korean mafia. And the reason why I said it, because he had all these tattoos all over his body, and he looked like one of those mean Korean, those Asian gang. You know what I mean? So that's the reason why I call it that. That's what it is. And she's another one. She's from the, she looked like a ghetto chick, got a bunch of tattoos on her body and stuff like that. Now he's from Korea, and she's from Trinidad. And what made me do this program, because I looked on it and I realized she has a ankh on her necklace. And then there was another video. She had she had a Egyptian or ancient Kemet baby shower, which is kind of weird. Let me you know what? I should I'll just leave it like that. So I'm just gonna. So that's them, and as you can see, you see the ankh on. You see the ankh. Now I'm gonna be honest with you. She don't really look like that. That's just makeup. All this is just makeup. But you can see the ankh. You see the ankh again. She wears the ankh again. But she's a Christian. She's all confused. She's all confused. Because one minute she's a Christian, but you're wearing an Egyptian ankh and you are married to an Asian. Now, according when they do their titles, they have it where they put the initials, right? They put AM for Asian man and BW for black woman in all their titles to let everybody know. I already knew what it meant. But my whole thing is this, and I would tell black people, like, why are you keep calling yourself black? There's no country called black. There is no I can see it called, she used the word T woman as far as like like as far as she relate to her country as far as Trinidad and Tobago. I mean, I could see she used that, but she put black woman. I thought that was kind of weird. But here's a woman that has an ankh, and everybody know the ankh represent the black man, black woman, and child. She has a ankh on her chain, which is kind of weird. Now, I don't know if she understood what it means. I don't know if she's confused, but it's obvious she knows her culture. She knows African culture because she had an ancient Egyptian baby shower. This is some more pictures. So that's their child right there. Now the child, that's another thing. The child looks more Asian. The child don't look nothing like her. The child looks more Asian. More look like the daddy. But this is what she choose. This is what she choose. But that's what got me. I think what got me was she wears this ankh, and I don't think she knows what it means. I really don't think, because it's not a cross. It's not a Christian cross. That's an ankh. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out why is she's wearing an ankh. As far as what? What do you mean? What should she choose? What do you mean? You gotta elaborate a little bit more. As far as her mate, but my whole thing is this: if you wear the ankh represent the black man, black woman, and child. The ankh comes from Africa, and she's not with an African man. She's with an Asian man, so that's a contradictory. And she's a Christian on top of that. She goes to church. Okay. So I'm a little confused why, when you're dealing with these black people, when they get confused like this, they send a wrong message. They send a wrong message. That's not, I don't understand what you mean, what she choose. Like her man? You talking about the Asian guy that she's with? Yeah, she chose him. She chose him. She should be with a black man. She should be with a black man. If you're gonna wear this ankh, let me blow this up again because I want people to see this. If you're gonna wear this ankh, because that's what it is. That's an ankh. That's not a cross. We already know what a cross look like. We already know what a cross look like. If you're going to wear that, then you should be with a black man. That's what the ANC stands for. The black man, black woman, and child. That's an ANC. That's not a cross. Okay? Now, we gotta be consistent of what we do. And that's the problem. We gotta be consistent. And there's no consistency when it comes down to black people. There's no consistency. And again, you when you're dealing with black women, that's what I'm saying. Self-hate. She didn't even produce a child that looks like her. That looks like a white baby, a damn near almost that's a yellow baby. That baby looked nothing like her. Nothing like her. And that's sad. That's sad. And I'm going to get into that because I blame the black man too. I blame the black man. I do. I'm not just blaming the black woman. I blame the black man too. And let's be realistic. I know there had to been black men in the military. There's a lot of black men in the army. There's a lot of black men in the army. So what happened? You can't wear the ankh and then marry an Asian man. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm sorry. She should know better. And then she have an Egyptian baby shower. That's a poor excuse. Because there's black men everywhere. There's black men everywhere. So they have a, but like I said, the brother, I do not let the brothers off the hook either. Now this is a family reunion. This is the Asian's family, right? This is his family. But when it came down to the family reunion, you don't see no black men in there. You see this chick Mo, that's her name right here, and you see her mother. You don't see no black man. You don't see no black man. And see, I blame some of these black men too, because these black men, these dusty dudes, and they know who they are. You got some of these dusty dudes out here. They get black women pregnant and they bounce. They don't want to pay child support. They don't want to be committed. And now they run to the yellow woman or the white woman, and they all of a sudden they become this different knight in shining armor type of dude. But when it comes down to our sisters, they don't do that. They don't do that. We have to really, really pick and choose our mate. Black men, you got to really, and I tell black men, you got to choose your mate. You got to choose your mate. Look at that black dude, that stupid ass simp dude. He married Cardi B. Cardi B is a dusty chick. She's ugly. And she's not a sister. But this is what he wanted. This is what that dude wanted. Whatever, I forgot his name. But this is what he wanted. This is what he wanted. And you got black women, they're no different. Going after these dudes, these scumbag, these dusty dudes, and you know they're dusty. You know they ain't shit, but you still give them your time and your bodies. But when a nice brother wants to show you a good time and he's a nice guy, y'all shit on him. Y'all shit on the nice brothers, but then you go out there and you want to be this wife and you want to be the best you can be when it comes down to the white man and the yellow man. I'm not letting nobody off the hook when it comes down to my people, when it comes down to this bullshit. Hello, Life and Jessica. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing, sister? Glad you came through. Let me read this comment. What you saying here? The baby do not look like her. That baby do not look like. That's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. That baby do not look like. I don't. Where do you see that at? That's not a black baby. That's not a black baby. The topic is, this is the topic. Life and Jessica, I'm going to show you the topic. Hold on. That's the topic. Let me take this off. That's the topic. That's the topic. The baby is mixed. Exactly. Hold up, Sister Noble. How you doing, sister? Yeah, the baby is mixed. That's a mixed baby. But I think my problem, what I have with this, I don't know what that got to do with my topic. What about the violence of the community, single mother and father rape? But see, not all that's not that. But you can't compare. See, Lisa, you got to understand. You can't take one incident in a degenerate neighborhood and you trying to compare it to all black communities. That's not true. You can't do that because there's a lot of good upper class or even middle class black neighborhoods that's decent. I live in a middle class black neighborhood. Kids go to school. We look out for our kids. It's decent. It's decent. I don't live in a hostile environment where I got to look over my shoulder and there's gun violence. I don't live in that. I don't live in that type of environment. And I can tell you proof. Okay. So I think my problem, what I have with this is that she wears the ankh. The ankh represent the black man, black woman, and child. That's what the ankh stands for. So yes, I do have a problem. And she's from Brooklyn. She's from Brooklyn, New York. Well, there's a lot of brothers in New York. Okay? There's a lot of brothers in New York. But this is who she chose. So you can't mix cultures like that. You can't say that you can't mix cultures like that and then you think you're going to be respected. It's not happening. And that's the problem with these so-called conscious people. They want to have their cake and eat it too. They can be conscious, but they can marry any other race of people and still be pro-black. That don't work with me. I have a problem with that. So that whole lie talking about there's not enough good men, good black men out there. That's a damn lie. There's a lot of good brothers out there that sisters pass by, and there's a lot of good good sisters out there that a lot of brothers pass by. Because of the media and all that, the influence of the media, this is what happens. This is what happens. Like I said, you don't see no black men, and this is supposed to be a family reunion. Where is the black men? Black men, you fallen. You fallen. This is unacceptable. Because a real black father would not even allow this to happen. He wouldn't even say, no, you better not marry no other race of men. See, this is unacceptable. This has nothing to do with love. Now, this is the baby. This is one of the baby photos. And of course, she's trying to pretend like, you know, she's Asian and everything. So she's all mixed up. She's all mixed up. She don't know what she is. She got a weave in her head. She got a bunch of tattoos all over her body. This is her. This is before the baby. And this is during the baby shower. The Egyptian baby shower she had. Now that baby is Asian. That's a Chinese baby. No, I'm sorry, not Chinese, Korean. No. What's she say? Yeah, exactly. She got an ankh around her. She has an ankh for a chain. She has an ankh. And then she has an Egyptian baby shower. How's that work? How's that work? There's a lot of brothers in Brooklyn. There's a lot of brothers in the military too, because she's from the army. What has this Korean could possibly say to her for a woman that's look like she comes from the hood? What could he possibly say to her to marry to you know? It's shocking. But like I said again, you got a lot of these little dusty black men out here. They don't like dark-skinned sisters. She is dark-skinned. She's not ugly. But you got some brothers that don't like dark-skinned girls. It's a damn shame. And this is what happens. And I blame the brothers too for this. I blame the black fathers. I blame the black mothers too. I blame the black mothers. I blame the black fathers. I blame some of these dusty dudes out here that go after the lighter women. We have to be accountable. This is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. This is not good. She said, after 32 years of marriage, I am single now. So sad that I can't find a conscious, melanated brother. Turn the big 55 today. Oh, happy birthday. Happy birthday, sister. You turned the big 55 today. Happy birthday. And I am feeling discouraged with my black men. I understand that. But we here. We here. That's the reason why people like me, we speak out against this shit. We speak out against this shit. Because a lot of these guys out here are dusty. They're not home trained properly. They out here if she was in the army, why can't she find a good man in the army or military? He's Sister Noble. He is from the military. He's from the military. He's a Marine. He's a Marine. Now I don't think because those are two different branches, so I don't know how they met. But they both military brats. But there's a lot of brothers too in the military. There's a lot of black men in the military too. And then her background is Trinidad. She's from Trinidad. She's from the islands, right? Although she don't have the accent, but her mother got the accent. So she's from Trinidad, and she's showing him all these little Caribbean dances. He don't show him none of his Asian dance. And that's another thing I can't stand about black people. I understand why black people keep showing everything to these foreign people. You showing all your secrets, all your dances, and whether it's hip hop or calypso, and they're not showing you nothing. He's not even showing no kung fu. He ain't showing no karate lessons. He ain't showing this black woman nothing. But she's the one that's showing him all the Caribbean dances and all this other stuff. I'm like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing that? You look stupid. Because if you was with a brother, if you was with a black man, hell, if that's the case, you could have got a black man from Trinidad. Or you could have got a brother from anywhere from the islands, if that was the fucking case. There's a lot of black people from the islands in Brooklyn. This is stupid. This is fucking dumb. Yeah, Kenny, and I'm gonna call him by his real name, Kenny W. Ball. Who came back around the corner, in 2018 after I cut him off. And his motivation was poor revenge. He's going to jail. I hope he does. Brother Bakari, what's good? What's good, King? But and see, he's another that clown's another dusty bastard, and see, guys like that, they mistreat black women. Those type of guys and people like him, Nut 7 and all these other clowns, Bozo Maurice Muhammad, those type of coons, they mistreat black women in some sort of way or form. They use them, they live off of them, or they try to use money to try to control them somehow. But for some apparent reason, they are being put on this pedestal because they got a little conscience, or they saying something, I guess they call it, I don't know, conscious or what you want to call it. And now all of a sudden, they all of a sudden they become this a spokesperson of this pro-black spokesperson. And Maurice Muhammad, that bozo, that's all he does is chase lighter women. You can look at his children. His children is very light-skinned, high yellow. They don't go after a sister like Rashida. So you got a lot of these conscious Oreos that's walking around, and they want to look at Sarnetta. Sarnetta got a lighter woman. Like I said, I even proved that with Brother Polite. He had to get himself a white Brazilian chick. Because they associate with money with skin complexion. The more money you get, the lighter your woman has to be. That's always been the black man's goal. Now there's some brothers out here that don't have it like that, but they want a good woman. They're busting their ass. They're working hard, and they want a good black woman. They want a good black woman. So there's some good brothers out here. I'm not going to even say no stupid shit like, oh, there's more bad brothers than good brothers. No, I think it's even. It's all about what you're looking for. It's all about what you're looking for. You got dudes out here they chasing after strippers. They want to marry strippers. Cardi B is a stripper. They don't even, you know what I'm saying? So you got people out there that it's all about what you're looking for. What are you looking for? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, a lot of, you know, you gotta, if you're gonna, like I said, we gotta really learn to pick and choose our mate. There's women that's walking around right now, got a bunch of kids right now by different dudes. And then you got all these half brothers and sisters walking around. That's not normal. That's not normal. This never should be where you got all these half brothers and sisters. And you think that's normal? And a black man, he just going about his business. He just go about his business. Like I said, I don't know this sister's situation, but it seemed like to me it's a bad message because she's trying to make it seem like, hey, you know, there's other alternative and these people would treat you better. That's not true. We already seen how them Asians mistreat our people. The Koreans don't like us like that. But this is, and you know, black women particularly, they always been a spokesperson for interracial relationships. Don't take my word for it. Go on YouTube and see it for yourself. They've been this big advocate of interracial relationships. That's a bad message. That's a bad message. Let me show you something else. This is what really got me. This is another black woman because, you know, and the reason why I'm using these sisters, well, I'm not going to call them sisters because I don't call them coon sisters or brothers. But I'm going to show you another black woman where she was a caretaker of this crippled white guy. And to me, I look at it as this plantation type of relationship. And I guess he fell in love with her, and because, you know, a lot of these white men, and let's be realistic, a lot of these white guys who get these black caretakers or maids, they sleep with them. They have sex with them. And some of them might fall in love with them, some of them don't. But that's facts. So they're married. This white guy's in a wheelchair. And they tell you this experience, and I'm going to play it. I'm not going to show the video, but I'm going to play it. And they tell you about this experience where they got approached by this big white guy, and he called it because he drove into a disabled parking spot. So the crippled white guy, her husband was like, "Oh, you know, sir, you know, are you disabled?" The guy said, "No, I'm not disabled." He said, "But you can't park here. That's for the disabled." So the white guy not only cursed him out, but he cursed his wife out, calling all types of B's and H's, and you know what he said? He said, "Well, I'm crippled. I can't even defend my wife." And I said, "Damn. You went out your way to marry this white guy who was a cripple, and he can't even defend you. He can't even defend you." That white boy felt helpless. But you got to defend him. I was introduced to that predator black son through mutual acquaintance of ours. I wasn't looking for that asshole. I was introduced to him. Oh, okay. Wow. Wow. That's why you got to do background checks on these people, boy. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Child brothels, yep. So, let me see. So, yeah, that baby, that's sad when you have to, you have to create a child that do not look nothing like you. I hate this thing called love is love. That's not true. Love is very political. Love is very political because if you're fighting for the same cause, if you're fighting for liberation, if you're fighting for some sort of independence, you got to marry each other. This is not freedom. That's crazy. Now, this is the other couple. Now, as you can see, he's in a wheelchair. He's in a wheelchair. She used to be his caretaker. Now she got to roll him around. She still got, you know what I'm saying? She's still somewhat a maid, caretaker, all that. And he cannot defend her. Something's terribly wrong. Something's terribly wrong. Right. Those are the political views is too different. It's too different. Even if you get with somebody from the Caribbeans, they at least have some sort of understanding because the Caribbeans had slavery too. Jamaica had slavery. Now, some Caribbean, some islands is not, how you said, is not more revolutionary than other islands. Give you a perfect example. Louis Farrakhan, he's come from the islands. He come from St. Kitts. And he's not revolutionary. You know why I know? Because he still perms his hair. He still perms his hair. He also said that being black was a curse. If your hair was kinky, that was a curse. He literally said this. Now, if he was from Jamaica, that would be a whole different story. If he was from Haiti, that would be a whole different story. But some of these islands, they're very a lot of sellouts in some of these islands. St. Kitts, St. Vincent, Trinidad. You know what I'm saying? There was one brother who sort of the black brother Bakari was telling me about the one brother. Brother Bakari was type in the dude. He was from Trinidad that you was telling me about. I forgot his name. I think it's Carmichael. I forgot his name. But he was from the Black Panther Party. When, the real Black Panther Party, not the crap with Huey Newton and all them. But yeah, but very rarely you might get some solid, but they have been molded. Those brothers been molded. But like, if you look up Queen Nanny from Jamaica, or you got some revolutionaries that come out of Jamaica. Marcus Garvey, he came out of Jamaica. You heard about the Haitian Revolution? That got a lot of history there. You got a lot of history there. So yeah. So, but these other countries like Asia and Europe and all that stuff, they don't fit. They don't care about our situation. They all about the only culture the only culture they when it comes down to black people that they like is eating, as far as the food and the dancing. It's always some sort of entertainment when it comes down. But when it comes down to our struggle, our movement, they're not for us like that. They're not for us like that. So I'm going to play you, and this is her. And as you can see, you see her parents, see her weak ass daddy. See, and that's another thing. Black parents need to stop pushing their sons and daughters to interracial relationships. They need to stop doing that. I don't think that's fair. I don't think that's fair. You need to stop doing that. With all this, see, I guess the George Floyd and all this stuff didn't mean nothing to them. The Tamir Rice, I guess it didn't mean nothing to them. Some black people just don't care. Some black people just don't care. Now you're gonna have your beautiful daughter to marry somebody that you know that don't like you. So I'm gonna play you a video when they was almost attacked by some guy that took over the disabled disabled parking lot, and and you could hear her. They tell the story. You can hear the white guy say, "Oh, I'm in a wheelchair. I can't even protect her. I can't defend her." So let me play that real quick. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna pause this. Now, do y'all hear that? Press a 1 if y'all heard that. Press a 1 if y'all heard that. This thing. I'm trying to get this thing to work. Okay. Let me see. All right, I'm gonna play it. Okay. Let me see. Let me do it this way.
Whoa, how did we just get there?
Yeah.
Like, he immediately became very aggressive, very defensive.
Yeah.
And
it went to 0 to 100 very quickly.
And then Charisma was like, well, you can't park here. Like, this is a handicapped spot.
So
and he then launched into a tirade of insults, calling Charisma like an effing whore.
Yeah.
And a B-word. B-word.
Mm-hmm.
And then naturally, like, I'm trying to shut that down. I was like, whoa, that's not appropriate. That's way uncalled for. And then he starts cursing at me too. And
he proceeds to get out of his truck and said,
well, he starts to, like, he opens the door and, like, gets halfway out, and we just start rolling away. And as we're rolling away, like, he's continuing to yell, continuing to say things. So even further away, I turn around again. I was like, excuse me, do not call her that. Like, that's not appropriate at all. That's way out of line. And then that's when he's about to get out of the car again.
Yeah. And then he starts, like, walking out, like, getting out of the car, walking towards us, and threatens us and said, I will knock both of you out. I will punch y'all in the face. And we're like, what? Like, that, it literally came out of nowhere. We approached him so kindly, so nice, and really just wanted to educate him, like, hey, you can't park here. And one, we actually needed him to move because that's the only way Cole can get out. And he was like, you could have parked over here. And I said, no, we park in the handicapped spot because that's where we should park. We're not going to walk 20 miles.
I park here every day. It's like, okay, well, that just makes it worse.
It's not legal.
So when he starts getting out of the car, we just start rolling away. Like, we're trying to get away because
there's no point in arguing with
stupidity. Yeah.
There's no point. So we just walked away.
Plus, what am I supposed to do? Like, this is one of my biggest fears is some, like, big person, like, trying to take advantage of me not being able to defend myself. And then also coming at Charisma and threatening her, and I can't defend her. Like, that's one of my most deep-seated fears as a quadriplegic.
Mm-hmm. So there was no point. Like, I'm not going to put myself in harm's way or Cole's in harm. Sorry, this is not going to be edited, just so you know. But I'm not going to be putting myself in harm's way or put Cole in harm's way. So we walked away, went inside, and as we went inside, we saw a police officer.
So I zoned in on him, rolled right up to him, and said, "Hey, look, we just got yelled at by some guy in the parking lot and threatened because we asked him to move out of the handicapped spot, and he started calling my fiance an effing whore and all this stuff." And everybody was like, "Are you serious?" And so he went out there with Charisma. That I was said, like, should I come too? And they're like, no, we don't need a million people. So Charisma just went there while I went over to check in.
Yeah. So when I went out there, the guy actually had moved his truck. After all that, he still moved his truck.
Knew he was wrong, so he moved.
And so I went out there with the officer, and I was so flustered. Like, I'm still a little flustered, but we went out there, and the guy was like, oh, I'm assuming you're coming to talk to me. The officer said, yes, sir. And so he started explaining the situation and said that we were disgusting. We were rude people. We're immature children. He was like, his son was more mature than we were, and we were calling him names. And I was like, what?
And we did call him immature, but this was after he started throwing insults. Like, sir, you're being immature right now.
Yeah,
let's treat this like adults.
Yeah.
But, like, we did not approach it like that at all.
No.
Not even close. I simply asked, are you handicapped? And he said, no, I'm not. And then launched into this aggressive assault.
Yeah. So, and we understand that they're invisible disabilities.
Which is why I asked.
Which is why we asked. But he didn't have a placard. He didn't have a license plate. Like, he didn't have anything. So that's why we're like, okay, sir, like, according to your car, you shouldn't be parked here. And so he just lied. He kept lying. And then I looked at him. I said, sir, you called me a whore and a B word. And he said, I did not call you that. You have no proof. And in my head, I was like, I wish I would have recorded that. I actually said that loud. I said, I wish I would have filmed this. And he didn't say anything. And I was like, because he knows, like, we would have caught it all on camera. But and then I thought, like, if I actually filmed it, he probably would have, like, chased me down, like, broke my phone or something.
That would have been enough.
Yeah, he would have done that. I don't doubt it 1 second.
If me even asking, are you handicapped, was enough to send him to that place, imagine if we brought our phone out.
I know.
He would have literally come after us.
Yeah, so...
But the point of this is not to just bash this man who didn't know any better and was being mean for no reason.
Yeah.
That's not the point. What we want we just want people to understand what the handicap spots are for.
Mm-hmm.
And also, if you're trying to advocate for yourself, advocate for other people, don't let someone like this ruin it all, because yeah, we're flustered right now, but we're going to get over it. It'll be just fine. And next time I see somebody, I'm also going to approach them. And I've approached people in the past too.
Yeah.
And they've been fine. They were like, oh, I didn't understand that this is what the hash marks for. I'm sorry, I'll move.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the end of it. This just happened to be a much more conflictual situation. I don't know if that's a word or not.
We just will continue to speak up and advocate because it's wrong and it's against the law. And I was very thankful that the police officer was really calm and understood like the dude was lying. And I was like, I looked at him, I said, he's not telling the truth. I'm not that kind of person. I'm not going to just come at someone full on and be disrespectful. I'm going to come nice. I'm not a mean person. And so it was just a little frustrating, but we just want you all to know that no matter what, continue to advocate, and just get pepper spray or something. I had pepper spray.
I got it for you for Christmas.
I know. I had to throw it away because I went to the amusement park with it by accident. But I'm going to get it again because if someone comes and threatens us again, I need to have defense, and that is not okay. And he was a big dude and very huge guy. And, yeah, and he's probably in his 50s. He was definitely older.
Yeah, the police officer, when he saw him, was like, wait, what? I thought this was a student. We're like, no, this was a parent.
Yeah. It was... We were flustered. I walked away, and so I kept my cool. I kept my I was calm. I didn't react too much to the guy, but as soon as I walked away with the officer, I started crying because I was so upset that I wanted to say something so bad, but I wanted to be mature and respectful, and I was like, I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to fight with stupidity because there's no point. You're not going to win.
Yeah, you just have to roll away and come back to it with some
authority. Yeah.
As soon as the cop was there, this man took a much different tone.
Yeah, he was a totally different person. And it just makes me sad because it's this guy came after a woman and someone who was in a wheelchair and threatened us. And it's what are we going to do to you? Why? What's the point? We're just educating you. So the moral of this story is to continue advocating and to continue telling people,
don't let
educating.
That person ruin it for you.
Don't let someone ruin it for you.
We proceeded to go inside and we gave our talk to a bunch of students. We had to take a moment before to collect ourselves because it was still, my anxiety was still through the roof.
Yeah.
But we found it more important to stay there and talk about our experience. And I shared what just happened in the parking lot, so everybody knew that this is something we have to face.
Yeah. So, yes, like we said, continue advocating, continue fighting for what you fight for. And if any of you guys have experienced this yourselves, please share with us, what altercation that.
So, the bottom line is this white man cannot even protect this black woman. The bottom line is she got to get a pepper spray. He's not even able to even protect a woman. But for some kind of reason, black people, some of our people, we always going after the white rejects and the yellow rejects. I noticed that. This white boy is a reject. Ain't no white woman is not going to roll him around, and white women like to want to be protected. Then she knew this before she got in a relationship, and that should have been the first question she should have asked. How are you going to protect me? How are you going to protect me? He needs protection. He was like, I need protection too. He's gonna get her a pepper spray. I mean, this is the madness. Black people need to stop settling for rejects. Even when it comes down to our own race. So that's the problem. That's the problem. He can't even protect her. She might have to take some karate courses to protect him. That's the problem. So it's just sad to say that when you're dealing with these when you're dealing with conscious people and you're dealing with these they don't practice what they preach. That's sad. He looked like one of those Asian guys that came right out of the Kung Fu flicks. I don't understand that. I just don't get it. They don't even. And my whole thing is this, and I notice sometimes too, even the way this Korean talk, he talks like a white boy. That's another thing. He talks like a white boy. I call him bananas. He talks like a white boy. But that's but the black man is nowhere to be found. We but she wears the ankh. She wears the ankh. I just wanted to throw that. I just wanted to show that, because the ankh do not represent anything of interracial relationships. It represents the black man, black woman, and child. The Trinity. The black man, black woman, and child. See, people don't know what certain symbols mean. If you don't know what certain symbols mean, don't wear it. Ask somebody before you wear any of these symbols. On top of that, she goes to church. I know her mother's a Christian. So you can't believe in or get into comedic science, but then you go to Christian church. That don't work. That don't work. But as you can see, she got the fake weave on. She got, her life is Asian. I mean, this is her life. This is her life. This is who she decided to be with. Just like the black woman that, who got with the white boy who's in a wheelchair. She knew that man couldn't protect her. She knew that, but she decided she wants to still get with him. Something really wrong with our people sometimes. But we've been influenced by the media. The media is pushing this interracial relationship with the black woman and she's messing with any other race of people, and they always trying to make it seem. And then we're doing this. We're going on YouTube. Our people going on YouTube promoting this stuff. And then, of course, they're going to pretend they're good fathers, they're a good husband. I mean, this is all bullshit. This is all bullshit. They put their whole life on YouTube to try to make black men look bad or make the black woman look bad. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of that. If you're Asian, she should have wore an Asian symbol. That's what she should have wore. She should have wore an Asian symbol around her neck. You should have had an Asian, ancient Asian, what She should have had I don't know, Kung Fu Asian, I don't know, a baby shower. She should have had a Korean baby shower. That's what she should have had. It's just nonsense, man. All this hypocrisy. All this hypocrisy. Like a self-hate is real. Self-hate is real. It's real. Self-hate is real. I just wanted to show this. I just wanted to show this. Look at all that. Look at all them tattoos he got. I just want to show this. This is unacceptable. And we got, I tell black men, you better wake up. Better handle your business. Because these rejects, they taking your women. These rejects, they taking your women. You black fathers, you got to stop marrying off your daughters to these foreigners, these foreign men. Stop marrying your daughters to these foreign men. Some of these mothers got to step up too. These black mothers, they got to step up too. This girl, black parents should have said nope. After all our people went through. Oh, that was what's good, Erica Howard. What's up, sister? Okay, this is. Let me go back. I forgot this person. I forgot their names, but this is the chick right here. Her name is Mo, and this yellow dude right here, his name is Mel. So they have a show called Mel'nMo. And of course, they're promoting their interracial relationships. And of course, they're calling it love and all that other garbage. But it's really promoting, she's really showing you that, and as you can see, she has the onk in this one. She's showing you that you could be conscious and still get into interracial relationships. See, that's an onk. That's an onk. Let me show you another onk here. I'll show you another onk. Let me show you, give you a clear picture. Now, that's an onk. She wears the onk in this one. She wears that. That's her with the onk. Oh, let me take this off. So that's her with the onk. But now everybody in the onk, again, it is representing the black man, black woman, and child. The trinity of our African culture, but she's not with an African man. She's with an Asian. Her baby don't even look like her. And everybody know when you marry and have children outside your race, most likely your children is not going to look like you. It's going to look like the person that you have it by. Most likely. Now that's a white to me that's a white baby. That's a white baby. That's his family. When they came to the family reunion, all his family came in. You don't see one black man in that picture. See, that sends a wrong message. That really sends the wrong message. But then, on top of that, when they have these little black gatherings, you see all these black men around and they dancing. Because when they're dealing with foreign people, they only gonna come to you for one reason, is you gotta entertain them. When they look at black people, they look at black people as a fucking joke. You know, they want to know if you could dance. They want to know if you can go in the kitchen and cook. That's what they're gonna use you for. Nothing more, nothing relates to economic power and political power. You won't get none of that. You won't get none of that. You were not going to get no economic power and no political power dealing with people who don't look like you. That's crazy. But this is what they promoting a lot on YouTube now. And they're showing these mixed messages that you could be conscious and you could still date and marry outside your race. That's not a good thing. And I take offense to that. So, and not, like I said, it's just not her. I seen black men do it too. You got some of these dusty black men, they do it too. You know what I'm saying? Look at Black Son. How he's all pro-black, but you sitting there with the KKK. You having a nice dialogue with the KKK. And I showed the pictures. You having a nice dialogue with the KKK white extremists, but then you want to get on. You want to talk pro-black on these platforms. Some of our people are sick, man. You got these clowns that get on social media and they put down Africa, put down Pan-African people that's claiming Pan-African. And they always say the same old stupid ass nonsense. Well, if you Pan-African, then why you don't go to Africa? Damn, well, you don't tell white people that. White people complain about this country all the damn time. Don't take my word for it. You can look it up on YouTube. And this country was made for them. And they still not happy. And I don't have one so-called black American say, well, you know what? If you don't like this country, why don't you go back to Europe? Nope. They don't say that. They don't say that. So I just want to share that. I don't want to make this too long. I don't want to make this a long video, but I just want to share the hypocrisy that I noticed when now that's the new thing now, is that being conscious is you could be conscious and you could still mess and you could still marry out and have children outside your race. That is the new thing now. Just like the Brother Polites, just like the Sonettas. That's the new thing now. I want black people to be aware of this. We got to start calling these suckers out. So when you see people with an unk and they ain't marrying nobody black, you see a black person with an unk and they ain't marrying nobody black, they ain't marrying nobody African, We got to call these suckers out. These are hypocrites. I don't care if you're a black man. I don't care if you're a black woman. I'm going to call your dusty ass out. Yeah. These Koreans, they don't like us. They don't like us. Look at the Bubble Sisters. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull that up. Let me pull that up. Let me look at the Bubble Sisters. Who remember the Bubble Sisters? These Koreans called the Bubble Sisters. Let me see if I can pull that up. Let me see if I can pull that up. Who remember this? Let me screen share this. I'm gonna screen share this. Hold on. Who remember that? Those are Koreans. How do you black women feel about that? How they make money making mockery of how you look. How you black women feel about that? But then you got our people marrying these people. Those are Koreans. I mean, the stereotype. That's a shame. Let's see if I can find some more. I mean, look at this. I want y'all to take a look at this. See if I can blow this up. You see how those Asians, they make fun of our people? You see how they make fun of our people? I just want to take I just want to point this out. Let's see if I can find some more. This is another shot right here. Yeah, ain't that something? There's no anti African no anti-African law to protect us. You know, like what's it, African anti-African hate law, something like that to protect us. Nope. But you see, but look at this. This is Asians. And I believe this is in Korea. This is in Korea. This is what they think about our people. And we're sitting up there and we're marrying them, and then we're acting like these people like us. And you know where they got this from, right? They got this from the minstrel shows. Let's see if I can find some more here. This is another. I mean, they got albums. That's a CD. They got albums. They got albums making mockery of us. So I just want to just show that real quick. They got albums making mockery of us. But you got to blame, but this is how the world sees us, as a joke. This is how the world sees us, as a joke. And we sitting there trying to spread this fake love and try to end racism by, I'm gonna marry them and have their baby, and I'm gonna put it on YouTube, and we're gonna pretend that we have this perfect life. Makes me want to throw up. And those type of shows, they get millions and millions of views. Millions and millions of views, millions of subscribers. And they have black love, they have African love of video, but they don't get that many views and subscribers, not like them. Not like them. And you got more black people supporting that. More black people supporting this self-hate bullshit. But when they go to their country, they're gonna make fun of you. They come over here, they all of a sudden they lovey-dovey, they love you and all this other stuff. But you go to their country, you ain't gonna get that. You ain't gonna get that love. You ain't gonna get that respect. It's a whole different world. I'm telling you, black people got to wake up. But that's the new thing now. You could be conscious. You can wear an ankh and still marry white, still marry yellow, red, brown. That's the new thing now. So I just want people to be aware of that, because this is what we headed right now. Conscious sellouts. Hooking up with the white extremists and having dialogue. But I'm gonna talk about this black person because I just don't like him. I just don't like him. But you sitting up there with the white extremists. I'm a badmouth Africa. Never been to Africa, but I'm just going to badmouth it. But I'll embrace Europe, and I want to go to Paris, and I want to visit Italy, but you want to badmouth Africa. Something's terribly wrong. Something's terribly wrong. So, all right, I just want to tell my thoughts, and it kind of bothered me when I saw that. Chick straight from Brooklyn, and where there's a high percentage of black people in Brooklyn, and how this woman went out her way, and I guess she tried to save some of her culture. She's gonna wear the ankh and have the Egyptian baby shower. So that, just to say, try to so she won't, quote unquote, lose herself, so to speak. But she already lost herself. She already lost herself. And she don't get no respect from me, because that's a slap in the face. That is a slap in the face. So the other chick, I feel sorry for her. She got with that white man knowing damn well he cannot protect her. And she used to be nanny / maid, and then you're going to marry somebody because what? Because you think he got money, knowing damn well he can't protect you. And you heard him say, I can't even protect her. I can't even protect her. Yeah, you damn right you can't protect her. You just ruined this woman's life. Now you want her to get a bottle of mace. Our people have to stop accepting these foreign rejects. Stick with your own. Build with your own. There are good men out here. There are good black men out here. There are good brothers out here looking for good sisters. Get out of this hostile environment and where you find, and go to a neighborhood where you got a decent neighborhood, decent black neighborhood, and you can find good people. You can find good black men and find decent black sisters. Get out of these ratchet, degenerate neighborhoods. Because technically you're not gonna find nobody good there. I guarantee you that. You got to go into a neighborhood with their structure. You got to go to a neighborhood where there's structure. Black people need structure. Whether black people like it or not, we need structure. We need values. And you don't have that, then it's no purpose of even living. I'm just going to say that like that. There's no even purpose of even living if you don't have structure in your life. We got to get rid of this hypocrisy, this inconsistent stuff. We got to get rid of all that because it's not working for us. So I want to show you what's going on out here. Now you got a lot of conscious sellouts out here. A lot of conscious sellouts. So I just want to throw that in there. Just want y'all to be aware of what's going on because that's the new thing now. We see that with Brother Polite. I already did the video with Brother Polite. He's conscious, but look, he got a white Brazilian wife. Sonetta, he dumped his African wife for a biracial woman, Nepal. She's biracial. She's mixed. She's mixed. She's not black. Nepal is not black. So we gotta be honest. We gotta be real. We gotta be real. And like I said, we don't have to start shaming our people when they decide to go the other way. We're gonna have to start shaming them big time. So with that said, family, thanks for watching. This is your brother God Nollywood. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to my channel. Press those notification. Until then, I'll see you next time. Peace.